Why I hate World of Warcraft number 9. This is a spell, like I said. The spell just happens to be silence. Now, I couldn't get any game footage of it because you'd have to pay really close attention to the video, which is very shitty quality. So I'm just gonna tell you about it as opposed to show you it. So here we go. Now, I bring the topic of silence up a lot when I'm in like guild chat. Everyone always is like, oh, it's JR, he's the silence hater. Because basically every day I bring up why I hate silence so bad. And now I'm gonna bring it to you. Basically, I like casters more than rogues and warriors and druids and shit like that. So, I play a lot of paladin, mage, priest kind of things. Paladins don't have silence, which makes me sad because, in my personal opinion, silence is the most overpowered type of spell that you can have. There's more overpowered one, which I'll probably get to one of these days. But silence is the most overpowered type of spell. Now, basically, as a mage, caster, paladin, whatever, when you're silenced, actually, let me just put you in this perspective of a paladin. Basically, let's go with a mage counterspell versus a paladin. Hi, I'm a paladin. Hi, I'm a mage. I'm gonna cast Holy Light because you're beating the shit out of me with your awesome nukage. Oh, okay, well, I'm just gonna counterspell it. Oh noes, now that spell tree is locked. I wonder what I can use instead. Oh, nothing, because my spell tree is locked. My only spell tree is locked. So as a paladin, if you get silenced while you're casting one of your only 2 spells, you're fucked. There's nothing you can do, except run away. But then usually the mages will like blink towards you, freeze you, and then just nuke the shit out of you while you're silenced, so there's nothing you can do about it. At least with like other mages, when you silence them, they can use like frostbolt and stuff if they're casting like scorch. But like, come on, if you get silenced as a paladin, you are fucked. There's nothing you can do. Now let's take a mage's improved silence, which of course you have to put talent points into because they couldn't just give you the silence right away. Let's just take that for example. It's a 30, no, not even 30 anymore. It's a 24-second cooldown. 24. Which means you could just silence, nuke, run away, come back, silence, nuke, run away. It's like, you're unbeatable basically as a mage. And as a warlock, you have a pet that does that for you, so you don't have to worry about that. And here's another thing that really pisses me off about silence, is that, let's take that Zul'Gurub boss, that one where you have to kill things and then she comes down from the roof or whatever, and then you have to kill her, and then she, I don't even remember anymore, it's been a long time since I've run Zul'Gurub. Cast that big spell that heals her or something, or kills everyone, I don't even know. I remember the only time I ran Zul'Gurub was like, the people were yelling, stop the spell, quick, do it. But you couldn't, because bosses are immune to silence. They're immune to stun, they're immune to everything. Which pretty much tells you that the whole silence category was meant for PvP. And the thing that really pisses me off about it is that how biased Blizzard is by giving the Horde, which has Blood Elves now, a fucking racial silence spell. So now, Alliance Paladins can't complain anymore that are like, oh, everyone has a silencing spell except for us, why can't we have a silencing spell, or like some sort of crowd control thing. And then Blizzard will just be like, now, because they made the fucking Blood Elves, it'll just be like, oh, if you don't like it, roll a Blood Elf. I've been wanting, basically since I started playing Warcraft, to get some sort of Paladin seal of silence thing, kind of like Vengeance, where you hit and like randomly stuns you for like a second or something. People also kind of tell me that if I want to stop spells as a paladin, why not just use that? Well, yeah, but that's not a silence, that's a stun, and it's random. Basically, Blood Elf rogues against any kind of caster, they're unbeatable. You have kick, which you can improve to like a kick silence thing where you use it and then you're silenced for like 2 seconds, and it's on a 10-second cooldown. Then you have that racial mana thingy where you suck the mana out of them, and then you have that silence thing every like 3 minutes. So like every duel you can just use silence and then, or use that silencing spell, and then if they're trying to cast a spell again, you can just kick him and then basically just stun lock the crap out of them until they're done. I could also fit Blood Elves into this category because I hate them too. God, I hate Blood Elves. I will never, ever play Blood Elf in my life, ever. They suck ass. You know, when I'm playing my Paladin, 10 zillion times out of 10, I will go into an arena. I don't like to heal much on my Paladin, but I do sometimes just because people make me. And when I'm trying to heal my teammate, when I'm facing a mage, like 30,000% of the time, I'll get silenced when I'm trying to heal, and then usually by then my PvP trinket is like on cooldown because I frozen and I had to get out of it and whatever. Then I get silenced, so it's like, oh, all of my spells are locked for a few minutes or seconds or whatever, and then I get sheeped. So you can't even divine shield your way out of the sheep, and your trinket's on cooldown, so your teammate dies, and then it's just a matter of time before you die too. Yeah, I know I should probably start playing like a warrior or a rogue if I hate silence so much, which I fucking do. I hate silence so bad. But I can't play a warrior. Rogue and warrior. Rogior. Warrior rogue. I can't play those. I can sort of play a rogue a little bit because I play it a little bit differently than I do with a paladin. But, you know, I absolutely cannot stand warrior. And that's all I can think of at the moment. So, I'm done. Now, number 8. This one's gonna be pretty... I was pretty calm through this one. I didn't like start yelling and screaming crap. That's because I have people who are like trying to sleep in my house. So, next time I'm gonna try and get a place where no one's in the house so I can just scream and fucking tear this one apart. Okay, now for the hint for what number 8 is. Number 8 is... it's a spell again. It's another spell. And, people have been keeping, like, in the last comments, people were always like, oh, it's fear, it's gonna be fear. Well, it's not fear. Okay, here's my deal on fear. If fear was on this list, believe me, it would be a lot higher than number 8. Especially number 9. So, it's not fear, it's a spell, number 8. I'm done, bye.